Hello, good morning, everybody. All right, we'll be starting the third episode of Coffee with Your Property Guy very soon. Can you hear me? I'm trying out a very new. I'm trying out a new platform today. So yeah, yes. Hello, Ron. Hi, Benny. Hello, Edwin. Okay, so I'm trying out a new platform today. So hopefully is more smooth than the last two episodes. All right, so very good morning, everybody. My name is Paul from Your Property Guy. Okay, so basically, let me just share with you what is all this about for those who are watching. Hey, good morning, Regina. What is all this about? So basically, these are very short session for my sharing that I'm sharing about the property market and some information that you can digest. Hi, good morning. That you can digest or learn if you are looking into the market, into the property market today, right? So these are all very short sessions that you can easily understand, and then for you to put it together, piece it together, so you can make a better decision, hopefully, right? So yes, and today's topic, episode 3. Today's topic is. Oh, give me a minute. Yeah, there you go. Today's topic will be are there any motivating factors for the buyers today? Right. So this is the topic for today. Let's see. First of all, very quickly. All right. Okay. So very quickly, quick disclaimer. Right. Y'all can see the slides, right? Should be okay. All right. So very quick disclaimer. So all the slides and the information that that you see in the presentation itself is based on my own opinion, and I grabbed the newspaper articles from Straits Times and all that, right? So it's basically on my own opinion. There's no right or wrong. So basically, it's what I've shared with my clients as well. Some of the point of view and different perspective, right? So yes, this is all what the session is about. Short session for you to learn and understand what is the market today, right? So let's dive into it, all right? I hope you got your coffee ready. Okay. Okay, so first of all, okay, the latest news that we saw on Straits Times is the demand back. Basically, this is what we are looking at, right? In April, on the last episode, I've talked about the low transactions. Does it affect the market, the prices, and all that, right? So May itself, and I've also said that the May transactions are seems to be quite good, and yes, it is. So it has improved from April 200 plus new launch itself, new project itself, 200 plus goes up to 400 plus, 484 in May, right? So it's a good 70+% increase. So does that mean the demand is back? All right. So in the next few months, is it going to be stronger? Is it going to be as good? Right? We shall see. Right? But from what I know, this about 2 weeks of June, the numbers are quite healthy as well. Right? So then the question is, is a demand back already, right? So this is what we want to know, right? Look at the numbers, right? There are a few projects that perform very, very well, right? 50 plus transactions. The Treasures at Tampines, Park Clementi, which is at Clementi, and then Florence, which is at Serangoon, Hougang, that side, right? So these three projects basically have performed very well with 50 plus transactions in the month, right? This is actually quite good for this kind of market sentiment, right? And look at the other side, the prices. So what I want you to know, to understand is currently the market today, right? If you look at the transaction or the things that is moving, the units, you will also see that prices at 1.5 mil and below are more acceptable to the demand outside now. So basically, if you want to translate this, right, basically the units that is below 1.5 mil, which you can get probably a 2 or 3 bedroom even in a mass market, right, they are mostly for own stay. But of course, there are still 1 mil, 1.2 mil investment products which are outside today. But these are the prices that is already very acceptable to the market today. Okay. And okay, so today's market, right, we see that these three projects, Treasures, Clementi's, and Florence, are transacting 50 plus units in a month itself, right? And we know that the prices, the PSF is about 2003, 2006 range, right? So what does this tells us basically? It means that this price range or this PSF is already very acceptable to the market. That is why it's moving, right? So, and this PSF used to be quite high, 1,500, 1,600 for a mass market product. Tampines, Treasure at Tampines, Park Clementi's at Clementi's, Florence is at Serangoon, Hougang, right? And then of course Park Esta and all that. These are all more of a mass market. Park Esta is not, it's RCR, but most of the OCR currently, they are transacting at about this price range already, right? So that means the market or the demand itself is already accepting this price, right? That's why it's moving, okay? Then, right, so now, what are the things that is motivating for the buyers today, right? I won't be talking about all the factors, right? Because it's hard because everybody have different needs, right? So I'm going to talk about three general one, which is in the market today. If you are looking at some things, some products, or going to the market or buying own stay of investment today, what are the so-called advantage they can have in the market today, in the market sentiment today, right? First one is of course sensitive pricing from the developers or even the resale sellers, right? So from the developers or resale sellers, okay? So logically, we know that the demand for the market today is not very strong, right? There is definitely demand, but it's not so strong. It's not automatic, right? So the developer itself, if they are launching if they are launching their project, or the project has already been launched, the prices have to be sensitive, right? If the prices the market cannot accept, the units logically will not move in that way, right? In that sense. So so what we've seen for the past projects that have been moving for the past few months, even during the circuit breaker, those projects and all the units are priced quite sensitively. That is why it is moving. So into this market, if you're looking for something, right? Most project, I would say most project, their price are quite in the market range, in their valuation range, right? For resale and for the new launch as well, right? So sensitive pricing is one of the things. So let's look at three projects that has launched and how they fare, right? It's in the news. I'm just going to put it out. First one is the Park Canberra. It's an EC, all right? So Park Canberra sells 64%, right? During the launch, right? So let's look at their break-even price. Okay, their break-even price is about 900 plus, and they sell 960, and they sell at an average price of about 1,085, 1,001 range for an EC. So if you think about it, 1,001 PSF for an EC, well, it's a bit expensive. Right? before this happened, before this launch, right? But again, on their launch day itself and the weeks after that, they have sold at an average price of 1,001 range for an EC. So again, what does that tell us, right? It also tells us that now for an EC, right, it's already very hard for new EC, right? It's really very hard, or probably quite impossible to get something below 1,000 PSF, right? The days were all gone already. So today's market is a little bit different, have already shifted, right? So that's for EC in Park Canberra, right? Sensitive pricing, like I said. Next, Copper and Newton, right? Just launched not long ago. So their break-even price is 1,008 range, right? And they transacted 83 units during launch at 2002, 2003 PSF, right? So Copper and Newton itself is a very good location, right? For own stay, for good schools, and even for investments. So launching at this kind of price, 2002, 2003, or even at 2004, at inside CCR, Core Central Region, right? I wouldn't say it's cheap, right? But I feel that it is very sensitively priced. That's why it's moving, right? And we have seen more units moving also for the past month. So yes, so this is one thing that you can look at if you're looking at a more central region. So about this project as well, there's another project just beside it. It's the Artilia. It's not launched yet, but it's been there for a while. This is a freehold project, and it's a smaller one, a freehold project, and their break-even price is at 2002, right? So if they're going to launch, I don't know how much they're going to launch. Probably is because it's a freehold. It's going to be more premium than Copper itself. So likely it's going to be launched at least about probably 2005, 2006 to have a decent profit margin, right? But again, if they price it sensitively, it will still move, right? If they price it at 2006, 2005, I think the project will still move, right? But will they price at this range? We do not know, right? But for now, Copper selling at 2003, 2004, I think it's quite acceptable in the market for this location, all right? And the other project that we can look at, of course, is one of the very good ones, is the M. The M itself. The M itself is at near Bugis MRT, right? During launch, it sold 70% of the whole project, right? The break even is at 2001, and then their average price sold is for 2004 plus, right? 2004, 2005, right? Now it has really gone up to, I think, 2007, 2008, or even more. But during that time, at 2004 for Bugis project at Bugis for investment or even own stay, it is considered very affordable. The price is right, is the right price, right? And of course, Tan Quee Lan, which is nearby, just a few blocks away, their break-even price is at 2,268, right? So the thing is, we know that something is going to come up likely to be more expensive. That makes the M itself very attractive, right? And again, this information, you can get it from Google, you can get it from agents, right? So these are the research that we have done for our clients. And how do you know, how do you understand whether a project or product or resale, is it sensitively priced, right? So these are all the new projects. And one thing common about this and why are they selling so well is they are pretty close to an MRT, right? So something near MRT is of course more desirable to the buyers today. And of course the price must be right. So if it's very near MRT, then the price is not right, it won't move as well, right? Okay, so these are the few projects that we can see that is moving, and they are still moving, right? And of course, the Clementi's is near MRT, Esplanade is near MRT. All these nearer to MRT, if they are priced correctly, the market actually can accept, right? So one factor for the buyers today, advantage in a way, in that sense, is very sensitive pricing on the products today. So moving forward, I would still see and also hope for that the projects that are going to be launched, a few more coming up, which is also quite good, their price will be still quite attractive as well. So if you are standing by on the sideline and if you're looking at something today, maybe you can follow the market a little bit, right? And then see what their price is and see if you can decide on that, right? So that's the first thing, sensitive pricing. So now the next thing, a very interesting one, discounts, right? So the next factors for buyers today are discounts, right? So we know from the news as well, there's a lot of discounts. Hey, good morning, Ken. There's a lot of discounts in the market today, but again, not all projects give discounts, right? So we need to understand that not all discounts, right? And they give different prices. Some 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, and all that, right? Some even up to 6-figure discounts. So discount itself is currently the strategy for the developers. So because the demand is not so strong, right? They need to have some strategy. So there will be some discounts, which is also an advantage for buyers today, which I think if you're looking at something and you like certain location, there's something that you like, this discounting is there, right? But again, don't take discounts as the main thing that you want to buy today, right? So here's the news on recently. So we're going to talk about this 38 Jervois, which was TOP last year. And then they gave a huge discount, up to 24% from the original price, and then they got sold out. So 38 Jervois was a very small project, and it was TOP last year. So to avoid the ABSD, they gave discounts, and then it moved. So the thing is, I don't know how to explain this, but some of my clients came back to me saying, hey, the developers will be giving huge discounts and all that, right? Going to, so we shall wait and all that. So the thing is, first, to look at this project itself, right? We need to know during the launch, what price are they launched at? And then my first question is, then how come if it's priced correctly, how come it doesn't sell as their plans goes? And then how come after TOB there's still 16 units? I mean, these are the questions that I have personally, right? So the thing is, location, is it not very good? Why is it not moving? There must be some reason the price not right. This kind of thing. So these are the questions that I do get myself, right? So I will, of course, I told my clients, look at the prices itself. Is it correct? So after the discount, is it the market price today? If it is, then it sells, then okay, reasonable, right? So this is the things that we look at and we find out, and of course we research and analyze, right? So again, the news has come out saying that developers will start to dangle discounts to move their units, right? And yes, most of the projects are giving discounts. Most are, not all, most are giving some discounts or in some ways, right? But again, look, you have to think of it this way. For discount projects, right? First, you have to look at the entry price, all right? And then the discount is just a sweetener for the whole thing, right? So again, don't enter the market just because they give discounts, right? I think that's the wrong reason to get a product. And another thing to note that not all discounts items are good in value, right? This is what I tell my clients as well, right? Not all the discounted units or products are good values units, right? This is something that you need to understand, right? So yes, so this is something to take note. Meaning, if you see news coming out, I'm sure there are news coming out, they give huge discount. Of course, these are to grab attention to you, to take note of the project itself. But again, do deeper research and understand, is this product right price or not in the first place, right? So if it's right price in the first place and there are still some discount, then okay. Then you can look deeper into it. Hey, maybe this is something that I am looking at. Like, it's more for me. It fits my needs. It fits my wants and all that. Okay. So again, on the next slide, right? Don't expect me to show you products, because like I said, I'm not selling you anything. I'm not proposing anything, right? Basically, this topic today is just to tell you that these are the few things that is in the market today, which is probably an advantage for you if you are ready and if you are looking for something, right? So some discounts are out there already, right? So yes, there's no slides on telling you what to buy, where have the best discount, which one is the most valuable buy. Not really, right? So I'm just telling you that there are discounts out there from developers, right? So next, interest rates, right? Interest rates is also another thing that is good, right? Interest rates are also something that is helping a lot of buyers and investors out there, right? Low interest rates means in the long run, basically you pay lesser, right? So that is better than high interest rate, right? So low interest rate. So let's look at the interest rates today, right? Looking at the charts, 3-month SIBOR, based on June. So we just look at the chart itself. We don't really have to look at the number. Just look at the chart itself, right? We know that the SIBOR is really at a very, very low rate, right? And on the chart below, we see that the benchmark interest rate is also at a very low for the past 20 years, right? So this means that it's also an advantage for the buyers today to look at the market, right? So this low interest basically lowers your monthly installment for investors or for the home buyers, right? So let's have a very quick example. So based on a $1 million you need 1.5 and 2 million, right? So if the interest rate is at currently about 1.5, 1.6 range, right? For 1 million, the installment is about 2005, 2006. 1.5 is about 3008. For 2 million, is at 5,000 plus, 5,001, 5,002, right? But again, if the interest was high, it was reaching about 2 plus for a period of time before this COVID and all this stuff. The installment is actually higher, right? So in that sense, because of the interest rate market environment today, right, basically you save some money monthly, right? So if your savings is about $200, $700 a month, depends on the quantum and the loan that you have, but it's roughly about there, right? Even for a 2,000 or 300, 200 or $300 a month itself, right? If you times 12 months or 2 years or whichever, you're still gonna save about 2,000 plus $3,000, $4,000, which is also quite good, right? And let's look at it from an investor point of view. So for investor itself, so let's say if you have a unit, you bought it, let's say not now, let's say you bought it a few years ago, and then the installment, let's say it's about 2007. So your rent is at about 3,000, right? So all along you've been paying your installment about 2007, 2008 range, right? And because of this low interest environment, if you refinance it, the installment can go down to about 2005. So it saves you about $200, right? So this translates to a higher rental yield, more passive income, and all that. So, and also to take note that the rental in the market today, because of this COVID, because of this circuit breaker, the rental today actually didn't drop too much, if you ask me. I for my units that I've been helping with my clients, right, their prices didn't really drop too much. So if the installments dropped, the average rental is still about there. So I mean, that means it's very good for investors, right? So looking into this, which also brings to another topic, not another topic, another point, saying now the investors do not have any urgency to just sell or have a lot of fire sales. There are fire sales out there, regardless good or bad market. But the thing is, we won't have so many investors that they want to just drop off their units because they couldn't afford, because of the installment, because the rental is jeopardized, because the tenants are not here and all that, right? So today, in summary, is basically the rental prices are still there, about there, maybe a little bit of discounts, but not too much, and the interest is low as well, right? So their installment basically drops, right? So yes, so these are the 3 points that I think for the buyers today are the motivating factors. First, sensitive pricing, discounts, some projects, right, or probably most projects, and of course the interest rates, which is in a very low environment today, right? So that's all for today, right? I hope these few points you have learned and understand more about the property market today. So on the next topic, we're going to talk about what causes the prices to drop, right? Property prices. Okay, this is quite interesting topic to look at, right? Because if you want to know if you are buying something going in the market today, or if you are selling, you need to understand what causes the property prices to drop, and then what causes the property prices to rise, why and all that. So understanding why the property prices drop, right? It gives you more knowledge and probably give you more understanding on what you are buying, right? Or is it the right time to enter the market? So again, all these opinions is based on my own opinion. There's no right or wrong, right? But I think for a buyer, or even for investor, you really need to know what causes the price to go up, go down, and what are the factors that is affecting overall. All right. So thank you very much. I hope you have learned and know more about the market today. So thank you for tuning in. It's a very nice morning to sleep, and still thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week. If there's anything that you want to ask me about, you can PM me, you can send me a message. And please like and share the post, right? If you're looking this video as a playback, so please share as well, right? So I have a few friends who messaged me saying that they can't watch the video because they have something errands to run and that. So don't worry, right? You can still watch the replay. It's on my page as well, right? So please like and share if you think that this information is very good for your friends or for yourself as well. All right. So thank you very much. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you next week on the next topic. All right. Cheers. Bye.